Bitcoin versus gold. This is a debate that has been going on in online communities who are worried about, inflation and their government's monetary policy for quite a few years now. We're going to talk about that, but before we do, I do have a quick offer for you. There has never been a better time to get a VPN. Right now, PureVPN is giving 62% off of their 1-year plan and 88% off of their 5-year plan if you use my link in the description. That again is 88% off of their 5-year plan and 62% off of their 1-year plan. If you're worried about hackers or intrusive government gathering your personal information, look no further than PureVPN. But you have to act now because this discount will not last. Once again, click the link in the description. SkyBridge Capital's main fund, with $9.3 billion in management, has invested now roughly 300 million positions in Bitcoin. In December of 2020, it announced that it was raising a new, separate Bitcoin-only fund and had transferred about $25 million worth of Bitcoin into it. This week, it opened a fund that is only available to accredited investors with a very low annual fee with no premium and a minimum investment of $50,000 US. On SkyBridge's website, they have a vast library of information talking about the case for Bitcoin, okay? Now, towards the bottom of the website, also takes a dig at CBDC's premium and offers to walk through a b.t.c swap to its fund. It understands the hurdles that many traditional investors face investing in Bitcoin and lean into them. More enjoyably than reading the funny digs at CBDTC, I keep getting that wrong, though, is reading the digs on gold. Because as other large institutional investors have recently bought Bitcoin, they have largely done so while also holding gold. An example is Ruffer's $27 million assets under management, recent $75 million Bitcoin purchase through its multi-strategy fund, which was about 2.5% of the portfolio. This was a huge step, but still very small compared to its gold and inflation-linked bond holdings, okay? With a Bitcoin-only LP, there's no getting around the question, why Bitcoin versus gold? SkyBridge needs to tackle it head on, and it does. Its investment thesis is a 10-page, not including legal disclaimers. About 1/3 of them is focused on why gold is inferior to Bitcoin and how Bitcoin will be gold 2.0. It quickly establishes that there is a need for deflationary assets, increasing debt, increasing money supply, and low interest rates. It then quickly asks, is gold to the rescue? No, the major points it provides for pro-Bitcoin versus gold are fixed supply versus limited supply. The gold supply increases by 1.25% per year. The tech industry will be a primary wealth driver for marginal wealth creation. A digital asset fits this. More wealth is being transferred to millennials. Transferability and storage of Bitcoin fits this demographic. Okay, so what they're doing here is kind of comparing gold versus Bitcoin. You can see storage, right? Bitcoin, low cost. Gold, high cost. Decentralized, yes, but can be compensated by a single authority in every jurisdiction. Durability, yes, digital asset, yes, physical asset. You can kind of just go through and Bitcoin's divisible, gold isn't. You get the point, right? And this has been a debate that's been going on for a while, and there's a couple different points to make here, right? There's the point of, being able to see your money appreciate, right? Gold has a $10 trillion market cap. $10 trillion. Bitcoin's only $500 billion. Might be a little bit different now. Let me go to CoinMarketCap. A little bit over, right? It's over now. But at the time of this article, about $500 billion, 500 billion, right? So gold is already over 10 times the amount of Bitcoin, right? Very significant. Which do you think has more room to run, Bitcoin or gold? I would say Bitcoin, especially in the long term, right? Now, that's not to say you should not own gold or that gold is bad. But I personally think there's just more growth opportunities for Bitcoin and more use cases, right? If you're fleeing a socialist country like Venezuela, what are you going to bring with you? Are you going to bring all your gold? Or are you going to transfer that into Bitcoin, put it in a private key, tuck it into your wallet and leave that country, right? Which has a higher rate of being confiscated? Obviously gold, because gold's physical. You can't have a ton of money in gold and easily move it around, okay? So in my opinion, in terms of, escaping the traditional financial system, Bitcoin wins that battle, okay? Bitcoin also wins the battle, like I said, with more room for growth, okay? Bitcoin also wins the battle in storage costs. It's very cheap to store and send Bitcoin. Gold, it's not the same. You want to send some gold, you're going to need to put that stuff in an armored truck and send it, right? Because there's, it weighs a lot. If it's worth a lot, the mailing company is not going to insure it, okay? So Bitcoin wins on almost every mark versus gold. The only thing gold has going for it is that it's used in physical devices and that it's been around longer. That's the only two things that gold kind of hits Bitcoin on, but Bitcoin has like 10 things it hits gold on. Now, I'm not saying you should not own gold. I'm not saying you should, hate gold, right? I think you could own a little bit of gold also, but personally, I just don't see the point of owning gold as an asset right now because cryptocurrency does everything that physical metals can do and then some, right? Gold also doesn't typically go up too much over the long haul. It will go up in value generally. That's not financial advice, but if you look at it over the course of years, it does go up, but it's more of a steady increase. And its market cap's already $10 trillion. $10 trillion. Bitcoin's isn't even 1 trillion yet. So, even when Bitcoin hits 1 trillion, it still has the opportunity to go 10x up to where gold is, right? I'm not saying I don't like gold. I'm not saying I don't like silver. I do own some myself, but personally, I just think cryptocurrency has better opportunity. Better opportunity, better utility, faster, cheaper to hold, safer, right? Of course, there are issues with hackings and stuff, but with gold, someone could break into your house, steal all your gold, or the government can, right? So there are a lot of issues there. Overall, I just wanted to cover this article because I thought it was kind of interesting because you had a SkyBridge Capital, a very big fund talking about Bitcoin is better at being gold than gold, and I largely agree with it. I used to be really into precious metals, and I still like them. I still think there's a use for them in a portfolio, but crypto's where it's at right now, all right? Let's move into the markets today. Markets are up. Ethereum up a nice 12% in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin up a nice 8%. Total market cap is closing in on $1 trillion. I'm going to have a separate video on that, talking about the significance of a $1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin dominance is at 67.7%. Tether is up 0.64%. Of course, that is just a stable coin. XRP is up about 8%. Litecoin up about 8%. Good day in the markets. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share it. I will catch you next time. And as always, have a great day.